Good evening. Welcome to Back to School Night. Whoa. Welcome to Back to School Night. I'm glad to have all of you here. Bienvenidos a Noche de Regreso de la Escuela. Yo soy muy alegre que están aquí esta noche para visitar nuestra escuela. Esta noche, sobre todo, es para ustedes, los padres, para que puedan visitar las clases y conocer los maestros. Tonight really is about all of you parents going out onto our campus, visiting our classes and meeting with the people that will be with your kids for the rest of the year. Before we do that, I would like to introduce a couple distinguished guests tonight. First is a Santa Barbara Unified School District board member and a Santa Barbara High School parent, Gail Idelson and her husband John. And I know he was trying to find parking, and I can't see because the lights are blinding me, but we have with us tonight another special guest, my boss, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education, and a current Santa Barbara High School parent as well. His son's a freshman, Dr. Ben Dradi, so he will be here maybe in some of your classes tonight. So this is about you getting into the classroom, so my message is fairly short tonight. What I want to bring to you is, for those of you that don't know me, many of you do. I've had your kids for 6 years. If your kids are seniors, they were probably with me at the junior high when I was principal there. But if you don't know me, one of my great passions is instruction and what happens in the classroom. And I talked to freshman parents at the orientation about the single most important thing that we do is that exchange that happens in the classroom between teacher and student. And so one of the messages I wanted you to know was that I will continue, as I have the past 3 years here, myself and my administrative team, who I will introduce you to in a minute, we will again commit to you that is the single most important thing that we do here, and that since it is, we will be out and about, very visible in classrooms, looking at what's happening in our classroom and looking at that exchange between teacher and student and providing a ton of feedback, both good and bad, to teachers about how that's happening in their classroom. So we will again do that this year. That's very important. The other message or the other passion that I have, or actually this is a core belief of mine, as you enter Santa Barbara High as freshman parents maybe, but also if you're a parent of a student that's a 10th through 12th grader, I believe that every student should find something to attach themselves to here at Santa Barbara High School. And one of the benefits of being at a big, large, comprehensive high school is that we have something for everybody. If you think about Amazing Graces and Don's Net Cafe, that is a nationally recognized program. It's an entrepreneurship program. It's a virtual enterprise program where kids are doing unbelievable things there. We have MAD Academy, that's multimedia arts focus. We have the VADA Academy, which is visual arts and design, where students are interested in art. They would take the courses in that academy. We also have a new computer science academy. All those courses have been approved by the UCs, and there's some really cool courses in there if your kids are slightly interested in computer programming. But beyond those academies and ROP programs, we have theater, where we're here. You saw the film, unbelievable theater program, and I got an opportunity to be in a play last year. It's very fun. And so I encourage those kind of extracurricular activities. We have sports medicine. What else? We have just a variety of electives that your kids can get involved in clubs. If your child is having trouble connecting somewhere here, I would like to know about that. I want you to come see me. We have a team of people that can help. We can brainstorm how to get your child connected beyond math, English, science, social studies. So that's a really important thing. Let's see, last I want to make sure that I introduce to you my administrative team. We have, let's see, Dave Meister, who Dave is responsible for a lot of things, but one of his duties is to oversee the caseload of 11th and 12th graders. Gabe Sandoval, who's standing right down here. Gabe is our assistant principal in charge of the caseload of 9th and 10th graders. And then Miss Simmons, Elise Simmons, who's walking down this aisle right now. She is in charge of attendance and truancy, so if your kids don't show up to class, she'll be calling you. And she's also in charge of curriculum instruction and counseling staff and many other things. I think that's all I wanted to share with you tonight. I will be out and about tonight, so I'll see you out on campus, but I'll probably be back to explain how the night goes at the end of the evening. We have a couple other guests here to present to you. Thank you, and I look forward to a great year.
And now we have for the Foundation for Santa Barbara High,
Mr. Ted Simmons, the Don's Fund co-chair.
I know I said this last year, but the longer we're here, we really come to appreciate this. Do we have the best principal around the world? Thank you for doing what you do. Not every place is as lucky as we are. I'm Ted Simmons, and along with Lizzie Payas and Allison Marcellak, who I hope are here, please, come on, you guys stand up. I had to do this. Thank you. We're the co-chairs of the Don Fund for the Foundation for Santa Barbara High. The Don's Fund was started 5 years ago as a reaction to state budget cuts and funding to what we felt was essential to the school. Our mission is to do the most good for the most students on campus, and we do this working closely with the administration to target critical needs the school needs most. In fact, Principal Vecchio and Assistant Principal Elise Simmons sit on our board. That being said, here's some of the programs the Don's Fund funded last year with your help. We supply all the materials for the science labs. From chemicals to capacitors, we pay for it. This is essential, as without completing these labs, your child will not meet the criteria for admission to UC or state colleges. We paid for teachers' professional development this summer. 40 teachers got extra training to benefit your kids, supervised by the school. The teachers work together in groups, vetting what works and what doesn't in the classroom as they work to better implement the new Common Core. We provided all new computers for the library in room 34, plus, and this is really exciting, we were able to direct, through a separate grant, the startup funds for the exciting new Computer Science Academy. We provided them a much-needed second computer lab with 33 new iMac computers. In addition, we paid for all the freshman students to get agendas, and God knows my son needs it, at the beginning of the school year. The foundation is paying for a groundbreaking new way of focusing teacher-student relationships in the classroom called Restorative Approaches, for which this school is hosting the pilot program. Truancy and tardiness have already shown dramatic improvements. These are just a few of the things that help keep us competitive, and our student wouldn't have these without your support. You'll be getting a letter from us in the next few days. Please consider a donation. No gift is too small. Your gift benefits every student in the school. Please invest in your students' experience at Santa Barbara High, and thanks for coming tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Simmons. Next we have for you guys the SB Scholarship Foundation.
and we have Mrs. Nari Sorich.
Good evening, everybody. Hello, parents. Who here wants their kid to go to college one day? Yeah. Who here has all the money to pay for it? Nobody. Well, my name is Nari Sorich. I'm with the Scholarship Foundation of Santa Barbara. This year, we actually awarded over $8 million to local students to go to college. And when you guys have seniors, or if you have seniors right now, stop at my table, grab a little postcard. It'll tell you how to apply to our scholarship. SBScholarship.org is our website. October 1st is when our scholarships open up, and January 31st is our deadline. We have two deadlines coming up that's a little bit earlier, November 15th. We have an honors scholarship for students that have a 4.2 GPA or above, and an art scholarship. And those two deadlines are November 15th. But our general deadline for most students is January 31st. So if you have any questions about financial aid, about college, about anything I can help, I'm here as a resource to the community, so stop by and see me. Thanks, bye.
Up next, please help us welcome from the SBHS Alumni Association,
Mrs. Laura Davis, class of 1967.
Hi. Good evening. And how many parents out there are actually graduates of Santa Barbara High School? Please raise your hand. Woo! All right. That's great. Thanks a lot for coming back with your most precious possession, your kids. Your Alumni Association has over 4,000 members. We'd love to have those of you who graduate from Santa Barbara High join the association. There's a table in the main hall, or you can go online, go through the Santa Barbara High website and click on alumni, and we'd love to have you join. We support teachers through the Classroom Assistance Program. We provide supplies and equipment. We fund landscaping and tools, painting, and we help celebrate special events in the history of the school. One such event is fast approaching. On Saturday, October 18th from 2 to 5, right here, we will all be celebrating the 100th anniversary of the publication of the Forge student newspaper. Continuously published since 1914. It's just an amazing record, and we're so proud. We hope that all of you can join us. We know that all the students who are working on the Forge will be part of this celebration. And we hope to have Dr. Leon Litwack, Pulitzer Prize winning graduate of Santa Barbara High School and former editor of the Forge, give the address. But our main focus as the Alumni Association is supporting your students as they go to college. Last year we gave out 35 scholarships, and to date, since 1976, we have given over $700,000 to help students go to college. This money comes from alumni. They write checks, they set up alumni funds, their classes get together and donate. They just want to pay back and make sure that the students here now get all the opportunities available to them. So we also invite you as parents to walk the main hall, look at the Wall of Fame. Your student could be there someday. And also the alumni is in the alumni room, the olive and gold room down at the end of the main hall every Friday from 11 to 1. If you have time, stop in. We have tons of way cool pictures and memorabilia to share the history of this wonderful place. Thank you very much and have a wonderful evening.
Next we have Catherine DeBrew-Copps.
To present our lovely PTSA.
Hi, this year marks the PTSA's 100th year on the Santa Barbara High campus. So I'm here to encourage all of you. I mean, 100 years, that's pretty amazing. I would love for all of you to join the PTSA and be a part of this amazing legacy. We already have 260 members this year, so thanks to those of you who have joined, and also to those of you who made an extra donation on top of that membership. We really appreciate everything you guys have to offer. As a side note, last year we came in last place against DP and San Marcos in PTSA memberships. I didn't even know anybody kept track, but that's what I was told. Not as exciting as our athletic rivalries, but we'd love to beat them just the same, so we hope you can all join. It's only $10. So what does the PTSA do exactly? Well, our aim is to help as many students and teachers on campus as possible. For teachers, we host teacher appreciation lunches and provide wish list grants of up to $500 for supplies and equipment. For students, we organize healthy snacks for testing and coordinate a variety of senior activities like after prom and senior lunch and brunch. We also award Don's Pride scholarships to graduating seniors, not as many as the Alumni Association, but we do have a few. So if you have a senior, have them apply. And we also host, it's called the Reflections Art and Literature Contest, which is coming up in October. And if your child is interested in the arts, it's a great contest to enter. They can go on all the way to state. We also have a new sustainability committee, which will hopefully be putting in another refill station, the water station on campus. So we'd like to remind you to rethink the drink and remind your students to bring a reusable bottle to school. Another big goal of the PTSA is to get you parents involved. We'd love to get you all to sign up for our newsletter and to sign up on Parent Square. Parent Square is an online site where you can find out what's going on, and if you want, you can sign up to help with different activities like the teacher luncheons. You also can get involved by coming to one of our 3 annual association meetings. Our first one actually, is coming up on Monday, 6:30 at the cafeteria, and Dr. Winifred Lender will be speaking on raising a teenager in the digital age, something we're all doing. We hope you can come. You can join the PTSA and sign up for Parent Square at the table outside, or there's a PTSA link on the school website. Thank you very much and have a great night.
And now, please welcome our Santa Barbara High School counseling staff, and they will be making some introductions so that you can have more information about our school.
So tonight, I'm going to have the counselors come forward. We have Alicia Adams, Emily Ritchie, Marcy Porter, Martha Acevedo, and Spencer Barr. Tonight, Mr. Gill and Ms. Snyder are not here with us, but please take some time to go by the counseling office or the College and Career Center, where Spencer and Edith Cortez, who's also up front, will help you out in the College and Career Center, so thank you.
Okay, you are about 2 minutes away from a breath of fresh air, so hang in there. Something really cool I want to mention tonight. Will Belfiore here is our ASB president, and if you ever, yes, he's a great kid. If you ever become the Alumni Association president, then with that comes the honor of being a distinguished guest at any of our events. And interestingly enough, Will's mother is our Alumni Association president, Gloria Cavallero, and his father, Bruce, so she's right here in the front row. Now, tonight, here's how tonight works. Those of you that have been to our back to school night know that you know how this works. We will have 10-minute periods starting at 6:35. On your schedule, it should show you the bell schedule. And you should have a schedule from your child that tells you where to go. And on the back of that schedule is a map. We will have people out and about to help you get to and from class if you get a little bit lost, so don't worry. Couple things to keep in mind. Tonight, if you're independent study PE or you have a 6-period athletics class, it will meet in here 6th period. And let's see. On your form, it should tell you that all PE classes will meet in the cafeteria, and the dance class will meet just behind the theater in the girls' gym. And then keep in mind there's a volleyball match going on tonight. We did not reschedule that for back to school night, so there's a volleyball match going on in the gym. Don't ditch class to go to the volleyball game. Okay? If you have a free period in your schedule, you may go down there. So we'll have a passing period and 10-minute periods with your teacher, and then the only other thing I ask is to keep in mind that tonight really is for the teachers to give you some general information about their class and who they are, and they really won't have time to interact with you about individual student needs or concerns. But it is a good opportunity to take down their email address and actually email them to set up an appointment, or ask your question via email or telephone. But they probably won't have time because they have to start their next session with parents shortly after that one ended. So just be respectful of that. I encourage you to have a great time out there. Don't be late to class, parents. Thank you again for coming.